And this video up is showing you how to install a local assistant in Blender without paying subscriptions or connecting to the cloud. This is possible because this runs directly on your computer, so you don't need anything. So I guess let's get started. First, we'll be needing to go to my GitHub, where you can find latest release version 1.1. This is still a test version. It has some problems. I am going to update this one, since I am really invested in this. First we'll need to download Neural Blend Test version 1.1. It's currently the only version. This is a pretty large file. It's about almost 2 gigabytes, so it's gonna take a bit. I guess just wait for it to download. Okay, so once you have the file downloaded, I recommend you put it in your desktop. Then you extracted this file. This is not the add-on, so don't add this to the add-on. This is a separate folder. You extract it, and it will open. That is an old version which I had some problems, but once you have it here, you are inside of the file. Go to the add-on and download the latest version, which I will do here real quick just to show you how to do it. So you go to your downloaded location and look for the add-on. And this is the latest version, 8. And as you can see here, it's here. Now, yours, this will be empty. I'll clear it to show you. The base is where the files are. So you just go back. Here. You just press A, you don't select anything else, this should be empty. You just press accept. And it should look something like this. Now to just press scan folder, and it will scan for every single file and find everything that it needs. Okay. Now here, once you install Ollama, it should be here. This will change to your username. I recommend you install Ollama in your C folder and just change this into yours. Let's say yours is user. No. Oh no, like whatever. But for mine, it's this, and that should be all. You don't need to change this. This should automatically be what he said. It's if you do you, if it doesn't work, or if this brings an output like model not found, that yet install here this, and that. But in Ollama, you should open it first. Change this to, let's say, whichever model you want to use. Type something like sad or whatever, and that will download the model. Before you do that, because I did a version, it should come over here and set this location to where you have your model installed, which in our case is download and AI mode. This is where we need to set this. This is already set. I already did it. But now we can type something. Say, how are you? And it will give us a simple response. And this should be save your settings. And whenever you log in, this should automatically have these set for you. And you could just start chatting with it. Also, if you want to render and don't want this to be gone so you can render, just press stop all at, and it will shut down everything. Mine is still a little bit up because I have OBS and other stuff open. But yours will go to 100. If that did not work, you can come here and close all models, and it will shut down everything. Yep. If you send a message, should automatically start it up again, but if it doesn't, you can just press launch Ollama up. Okay, so why am I making this add-on? It's a really simple reason actually. I don't want the artists to lose their jobs or get replaced. I've been looking at the artist, the people who draw stuff, and I noticed something. There is basically a zero AI integration into their software, which is sad, but I don't really know how to code, so I can't do anything either. Well, I don't know how to code apps. That's something completely different than making an add-on. And so I looked into making an add-on this so I could integrate something into Blender, some AI into Blender to help through the honest accept AI, and because it's inevitable, each time a new technology comes, it replaces the old. That's just simply how it works. So I read this. Be simple, be primitive. Right now it's in its early stages, but I will tell you when I'm planning for the future, in a bit. But basically, I don't want for the artist to get replaced or anything. I want us to keep doing our job and stay here, doing this amazing thing of making stuff. Okay, so now that we're done with the tutorial, let's talk about what I have planning for the future for this add-on. I want to keep the text way you can talk to it, but I'm going to replace it with a audio version. I am currently working in the add-on, which there's no way for me to actually train the add-on. I would need to pay someone to do it. It's simply I don't have the hardware to do it. Right now, with 5060 Ti, which is not enough to power any add-on. I'll have the hardware to train a model. I would need to use a code service, which I've been looking into. They're not cheap. Or I could buy my own hardware, but that would cost too much money. And it would just be cheaper if I use cloud service. I have a semi-working version of this, which is a really bad AI. It did barely do simple tasks. So yeah, my plan is to use a cloud service to train the AI that I've been working on. And what that AI will basically allow me is to, one, show it the actual screen of Blender so I can see what you're doing, and analyze images so it can see your nodes, what you have in your scene, stuff like that. And how it will talk back to you is using a text-to-speech. I've already have a working version of the text-to-speech model, and it works fairly well. But yeah, basically the plan is for it to do operations in Blender. For example, if you tell it to add a subdivision surface to your selected object, it would be able to do that. If you tell it to add a noise texture to your scene, it would be able to do that. If you tell it to install a certain add-on, it would be able to do that, because the place model that I'm using can access the internet, so it would be able to install add-ons. At least that's what I'm hoping. I have not tested that. I have nowhere near got it close to that, but the capability is there from where it is, and that's basically the plan for in the future. So that's what I'm working on, and I would really appreciate if some of you donated, so I can afford this, because it's not going to be cheap. And I already spent like 3 months working on this, and on itself, it seems really simple. It's not at all. I thought it would be simple. It was not. It took me a really long time to get this working, and honestly, it was worth it. It came out amazing. So yeah, basically, um, thank you for watching. I will hope again with us in future. Thank you.